everybody. My name is Ariani and welcome to my beautiful channel. In this channel, I speak about internal beauty, external beauty, things that empower you, and things that are truly interesting to me. So, welcome. I'm truly excited, honestly, to be here today. I haven't been in this space for 3 weeks now, and it's because I've had a lot of events happening and I haven't had the chance to come on here. However, today I will be talking about something that I feel is so important when you are on the journey of getting to know yourself and on the journey of the work of self-expression, and that is like how to not let the expectations of other people like crush you. And I think it's so important that we speak on this because other people's expectations and our expectations is in the realm of boundaries. Now, I have to say that, like, literally, I don't like when other people tell me what to do, especially if it's unsolicited. Like, my skin just, like, I literally automatically bring out my shield and I'm like, I don't want to hear you, you know. And I've worked on this honestly because, like, sometimes other people, what they can say sometimes is the thing that you need. However, I still have a little bit more work to do when it comes to other people giving me unsolicited advice. Like, I ever since I was little, I was always like that. I'm like, I don't want to hear what you have to say. I know what I need to do. So I I never had a problem until I became a teenager and dealt with a lot of punishment in regards to that matter. I was punished a lot when I didn't do what others expect of me. And before I move further, I want to clarify what do I mean by expectation. And according to the Oxford Languages Dictionary, expectations mean a deep belief or desire. I'm paraphrasing, a deep belief or desire. Sorry, a deep, strong belief that something will happen or be the case in the future. And sometimes when others see us, they can see our fullest potential. And they can see it through their own lens, through their own experience, through their own camera. And, like, yes, when others see a potential of us, that because they see our qualities and because they see something in us, sometimes they expect you to behave that way and they will act and send energy at you and sometimes even tell you what you need to do. But if we're not careful, sometimes that can derail us from our own path and what we came here to do and the type of work that we like and the type of work that we want to be in service in. So I am going to share with you guys 5 things that I have found to be beneficial for me in understanding and also shielding myself from other people's projections and expectations towards me, because I know that I am also capable of making my own decisions, and I know that I am capable of making decisions that are beneficial for me. And I believe that, like, sometimes, yes, I might go and ask a teacher what he thinks about or what she thinks about it. But most importantly, I want to be able to listen to my own guidance. I want to listen to my own voice. So yes, I'm gonna start with number 1. Now, something that truly helped me not let other people's expectation crush me down is understanding that they're projecting their own desires, dreams, and wants. A lot of the times when people are projecting, they're not necessarily considering you and mine. They're in their mind, what they're thinking, oh my god, this is what I would do if I was in Ariani's shoes, like in my shoes. This is what I would be doing. This is, how I will do things. So when I came to that understanding that, like, a lot of times when people are expecting you to do things is to meet their own needs. It's not necessarily to nurture your own needs or your own desires. Then I was able to kind of relax into it and realize this isn't even about me. This is about them. So understanding that just gave me a peace of mind, and knowing like, oh, this is not a blind spot. This is not something that I'm not seeing in my own journey. This is a projection of them, expecting of me, of what they would do if they had my qualities, if they had my gifts, and if they had certain things. So that I have. So that helped me kind of just clear it out and gave me a peace of mind that it wasn't necessarily that I was doing something wrong. It's just like they're not even considering me as a person, as an individual. Okay. Number 2 is to set clear boundaries with myself. Now, in the realm of expectations, it's usually in the realm of mental. At least that's how it happens for me. I mean, some people, like in the sense, yeah. So, when I mean to set clear boundaries within myself is to, like, get to know where, like, what are your own expectations, and what are the expectations of the other person. And when you get clear on what is it that you expect for yourself, and what are the when you get clear on what is it that you expect for yourself and what are other people's expectations, you're able to clear them, at least mentally, out of the way. Like, these are their ideas, these are their thoughts, these are their dreams and aspirations, and these are mine. So you're able to gain more clarity on your path and your own expectations, and you're able to clear other people's expectations from your field, your being. Number 3, and honestly, is that you know that you don't have to meet them. Again, as I mentioned earlier on the video, like, I am a person that I don't like to cause harm, so I'm always questioning if the type of work that I'm doing it's harmful. And and I also don't like hurting other people's feelings. It's something that I'm still working on, but I don't purposely like hurting other people's feelings. But just realizing, like, hey, I know these people expect these things from me, and they're gonna be disappointed when they realize, like, I'm gonna make my own choices, and those choices are not the choices that you have for me. I mean, in my experience, most of the time, most of the time, I have been met with, like, disappointment, and just sitting with the fact that, yeah, like, sometimes I'm gonna disappoint people, and that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm doing something wrong. Just gives me a peace of mind. So, like, just knowing that you don't have to meet those expectations, and you can be gentle with yourself, like, really gave me a peace of mind. Like, even though they're gonna be disappointed, that doesn't necessarily mean that I was, like, doing something wrong. Number 4 is that their expectations are their responsibility. What they expect of you is their responsibility. It's not for you to meet them. You, for, like, your own expectations for yourself are your responsibility, but the expectations that other people have for you are not for you to meet unless they are in alignment with your path and what you want for yourself. So you can like let that go. You can either pray about it, you can even do meditation, energy work, just to release it. If you have internalized those things, feel free to know that you can always release other people's expectations, and you can always choose your own expectations that you have for yourself. I hope that made sense. And number 5 is that their expectation, wait, I read that. Their their expectations of you is not who you really are. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, expectation is a strong belief that something will happen, or would that be the case in the future. Like, yes, right now I'm here. You can probably see me and you can probably see my potential. But again, I'm not there yet. That is a potential. That is not the current reality. So when people have expectations of you, that's in the future. That's like something that they think will happen and that they believe that you can achieve. So while yes, you can get there, right now in this moment, you are not there yet. So give yourself grace, give yourself compassion, and know that you can choose for yourself. At any given moment, you can choose for yourself and the expectations that you want for yourself. Sometimes your expectations can be beneficial for other people, and it is great if it's coming from a conscious place. But if it's something that is going to be harmful towards you, is going to be self-destructive, you have to bring awareness to that. And if other people's expectations of you are causing harm and are destructive in your nature, then bring awareness to that. And I know this can sound heavy, but I think of like the sun when I say this, right? The sun, and I'm not sure what's the name of the field of study, but I've seen how stars have cycle. We are rotating around a yellow star, which will then become like a dwarf. Like, it goes in a cycle of, like, you know, of what the star can become. And you know, maybe some people have expectations of the sun, right? Either to become a black hole or a white dwarf, because I think like those are some options or expectations of what the sun, you know, can become. And it's like, I'm not 100% sure, but I know there's like going back to the sun, I know that either the sun can become a black hole or something else. And it's like, imagine like the sun, like just listening to what we want and not listening to what it wants to do. And like, that's the same thing for us. Like, yes, we have many different paths that we can choose for, many different potentials that we can achieve. But it's also important for you to consider yourself, consider others, but also have your consideration as well. Like, consider yourself, be considerate of yourself. And I think if there's a message that I want you to take with this video, is to truly be considerate of yourself. It's a great thing for you to meet the needs of other people, But it's a great thing when you can also meet the needs of yourself first, so that you can be authentic and meet the needs of other people with your authenticity. Because I also I've also experienced that, like, sometimes people, like, when they have expectations of you, and like I mentioned earlier, they're a lot of times is coming from an egotistical place, and they're not realizing that, like, some when we are our true being, they will also benefit from that more than what they thought that they will benefit from you by manipulating you into meeting their expectations. Oh, and yeah, that's it. I really hope that you were able to feel a little bit lighter and more release about, releasing the expectations of others. And thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.